I'm just going to double check. Yeah, we are good to go. So yeah, Friday morning, how are you guys where you are? It is going to be a glorious day today. The sun is shining. It is looking good. I'm pumped to do some work. I hope you're pumped to do some learning. And hopefully we'll dive in. I'm going to share my screen with you again today. And I'm going to sort of work on what does it take to actually grow your business. So let's wait for people to come on board. Hey, Lisa, good to see you on the facey over there. I'm going to try and work between two different places here. So when you see me lean over here, guys, checking out Facey to make sure you guys are there. What's the weather like where you are, Lisa? You are down south in the UK. What's the weather like there? Is it warm? Is it cold? What's it like down there? You might be there. You might be traveling around. I don't know where you are. So I'm just going to spin me Mac around so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, cool. There we go. Beautiful. We are getting people on. Let's have a look. It's going to rain hideously tomorrow. Oh, no. Over here we'd love, though. We haven't had rain forever and a day. It seems like everywhere's dry. What does rain look like? Is that water thing that comes from the sky? I'm not too sure. I forgot what rain's actually like. Sorry, I'm just teasing Lisa. But anyway, back to where we are. I want to try and talk about some facts today, if I can, about growing your salon. We think it's easier than it actually is, and it actually is quite easy, but you've got to remember what the stats are, and you can't fight the stats. So I'm going to just dive in, share my screen. You'll see me in the little top corner, a few boxes, and then hopefully we'll dive in. Oh, are you going to have a birthday party, Lisa? Happy birthday for Saturday. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to share my computer through here, and you'll get to see a few more boxes. I just seem to, yeah, like sort of drawing as I go through. There we go. Let's make myself a little bit bigger than that. There you go. So you can see half of me, and I might just move the boxes over. There you go. Just hide him over there. Cool, there we go. So some simple facts, how to grow your business. Because the thing is now, we all sort of get stuck and go, like, how do we do this? How do we grow our business? What do we actually need to do to grow our business? Well, to be truthful, when we actually think about it, like a nail tech or a beautician or even a hairdresser, in my world, in the hairdressing world, what we tend to need, we need about 30 clients a week to keep ourselves busy. They come around 8 weeks a year, so that's how many clients we need. So if you imagine that we have we do 8 weeks and we can do 30 clients, and we times that by 8 weeks, we need about 240 clients, right? So about 250, give or take, so a quarter. But you think we only actually keep 25% of new clients that walk through the door. That's all. Hey, Tracy, how are you? So that means we probably need about 100 clients to fill one particular senior. So all we're looking for here is just to get 100 clients through the door, and then you're going to get one particular stylist busy. But the fact is we lose them at the back end as well. Like, we're losing them through the back end as we attract them. So when you think about it, we actually need a lot of clients through that door. So if you imagine we need 30 clients that walk through that door, and out of that 30 clients in a week that walks in, that's maybe even brand new, you're lucky if you're actually going to keep maybe, 7 of them? The rest are going to be gone. It's a huge stat, but that's real. Now, if you've got a really good salon and you're really good, you'll keep 50%. So that means that if you look at a new client, you get your consultation down right, you get your story right that you put out to the world, which means you're attracting the right client and not special offer people. What that actually means is that you might get to keep, and a good salon will keep 50%. So even now you need, for every 10 clients, you're only keeping 5 anyway. Every 30, you're only keeping 15. So don't go hard on your staff, guys, because it's not as easy as you think to get them numbers up. I personally believe it takes about a year to get a good stylist from 0 to fully booked. That's what I believe through there. So the choice is as we go through that, how many clients are you attracting in your salon? Because when you think you're only keeping a good salon, let's just pretend that you're the best. You're only keeping 50%. So for every, do you get 5 new clients a week? You're only keeping 2.5. Now, if you're also a good salon, this is sometimes the pain point. If you're a good salon here as well, take a look at this. This is the second one through here. You're losing about 20% of your regulars. So if you're not getting 20% in, then you're actually declining. So an average salon will do maybe 100, hairdressing-wise, about 100 clients a week. Now you think about that's your stats is 100 clients a week. In a year's time, if you had not one new client, you'd only be doing 80 in a week. So you've got to get 20 brand new clients a week. So that's why salons stick in that little line where they're not moving, they're not going up, they're not going down, because they're not attracting more people. Now, how do we fix that? Really, it's quite simple. Like I said, it's very easy when you want it to be, is that you've got to learn how to attract clients whenever you want. That's what you've got to do. How do I attract as many clients as I can and then win them over when they come in? So we now know that we've got to put some effort in here as salon owners. It's your job to attract the clients to the salon, good clients, not just cheap specials here. And we do pink sheets, which is really pretty awesome. We do the content twister, which means you know what to do on Facebook. We teach that in our modules. But indirectly, you've got to know how to attract clients on tap. You have to this day and age. Gone are the days where you were good enough, you built your salon, you had a half a decent name, and it got busy. It doesn't work like that anymore. So you've really got to learn how to attract clients. And that means finding out really some things is nice and easy, guys. Find out their pain points. What annoys them? What really annoys your clients when they come to you? Why do they come to you? Why do they leave the other salon? So find out their pain points and just give them the solution. It's as easy as that. You know, why does someone leave another salon and why do they choose you? Think about it and then learn and rinse and repeat. That's what we're going to try and do here. Now, also when they come in, there's lots of things you can do here, guys. I'm right in the middle of doing my module at the moment. We call it a Keep in Touch module, where we're going to start sending emails and text messages and birthday cards, etc., to stop losing clients, to build a community. You see, now 2017 and 2018, it's all about building a community, building people that are going to be loyal to your brand because they like doing business with your brand. They need to know what you're about. We call that the core story. You know, you got to build a core story to what you're about. Some people used to call it mission statements, but it's a core story through there. Now, if you get these two right, if you do, another big issue that you guys are facing at the moment is that staff are coming and going really willy-nilly. We know they are. Hey, they're in and they're out, they're in and they're out. But I tell you this, if you can get the right client through the door and you've got processes in place, and that's your job as a salon owner, no one else's, your staff will stay because your staff will be happy. All the staff want. And millennials, we can moan about millennials all we like every day long. Millennials love to come to work. They love to work hard, earn hard. That's what they do. We had that in the 80s. But you see, what happens is they don't want to go to work and sit on their bums and do nothing. They think they're wasting their time. They need a reason to need to belong. They need to realize that they're helping you build your empire. So if you want to stop your staff from leaving, and 40% are thinking about leaving you right now, we know it's the worst around the world. We know that. Guys in the UK would back me up. Guys in Australia would back me up. And the US can't find staff. Well, that's usually the fact is that you don't have a purpose in life, like yourself. I want to ask you a question. In 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, whenever your journey ends and you go, my dream salon is done, what's that done for you? What's that end goal? What's that finish? So let's just say, for example, that you yourself want to travel the world doing world famous nails, and you're going to use some of that money that you get through there is to make your staff get better and get them sending around the world. And you're going to go, when I get all my team around the world, I'm going to really feel like I can sit down, have a glass of red and go, I'm done. That's your done. If you want to go out and help on missionary all around the world and help these poor children and give them money and your time, but you need your salon to feed that, when you get to that stage, then you're done. So whatever you're done is different. Some people want 20 staff. Some people want $1 million turnover. Some people just want 5 staff and a wage of $1,000 a week. That's your done. But you need to know it, because once you know you're done, you've got to tell your staff what your dream is, and they'll come with you. They'll come all the way to the top of that mountain with you. I assure you, they will follow you all the way up there. They really will. They'll follow you all the way, but they need to know what your dream is. They want to belong, and they want to build this person up, which is you and your salon. Imagine sitting there saying, I work at Apple Computers. It's proud as. They need to say, I work at Lizzie's salon. I work at Tracy's salon. I work at Richard's salon. And people go, you don't work there, do you? I've heard that's a great place to work. Do you know she travels the world doing shoots? Do you know she travels the world helping missionary people? Do you know she helps her staff achieve the best training in the world? That's what we need. So that's the stage through there. 3 things, quite complicated, but really easy for you to do. And I haven't talked about your skill level yet. It's amazing. Let's move over to this one here. This one comes with the other 3. If you get staff that don't get churned over an awful lot, if you can attract clients whenever you want and you stop them leaky bucket, your takings will rise. Like, did you know 60% of people that I speak to over here take less than $500,000? And over in the UK, that's probably like, what, 250,000? War zone guys. You know, I talk about the war zone all day long. It's where you're fighting. But the sad thing is, this is another thing, guys. I don't know whether you guys spend all your money on handbags and stuff, but really, hey, good Kerry, how are you? No, don't get behind. It's your journey, your time. Do whenever you like. Over here, guys, when you get the profit. Now, a really good salon, like a good salon that works out their P&L really well, I reckon you could pay yourself really easy. We have this argument with some people, 30% profit. So let's just say you do a 500,000 salon, you should pay yourself quite easily on that, you know, really 150,000. Nice and easy. You should be there. If you do $1 million, it should be 300,000. 30% is where you should be. If you're a little bit, if you're not so vigilant with your spend and you're a bit you know, all over the place, I reckon you could probably still get 20%. That's still pretty good going, guys. It really is, you know. But most people I speak to, they don't even pay themselves 10%. You know, the problem is they don't have this. They don't know how to attract clients, which means they end up with too many staff to clients, and the staff aren't busy. So the production is less than 80%, which means that they just seem to take staff on, and you're just sitting there. And if you actually looked at your figures, you probably find that if your wage bill is over 30%, you've got too many staff. The decision is you got to lose the staff or you got to attract more clients, and that's what you need to do. So, guys, number one, you got to. I'm going to change my pen here so you guys can see it pretty well. Cool. You got to work here. You got to work on knowing how to attract clients. You've got so many nail salons, beauty salons, and hair salons in town at the moment, and what you need to do is be number one. Yeah, how do you be number one? You used to be able to win awards or go and do famous people, but now number one is knowing what the person's pain point is. We talked about that a second ago. Knowing the solution and telling the world that you know their problems. I get you guys. I get you. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, attracting new clients. And if you can get to 50%, then you're doing pretty good. Which means if you can just get that flow coming in and you close the loss, you look at your consultations, you look at the problem solving, you look at how you treat people when they walk through the door, the big smile as they come in, you're going to hold on to a few more people. If you then look at your database, your computer system that's sitting there and think, how can I use that? I'm working on a module right now, be done today, how to do that. So you guys in the group will have that ready to go by Monday. And it'll be, how do I talk to these people? You see, your database is like a farm. It really is. You've got to build a community, guys. You know, it's just a bunch of dirty soil. But to use that, you got to water it. You got to put some seeds down. You got to water it. You got to nurture it. Sometimes you got to cut a few off. Sometimes you got to prune a few. Sometimes you got to feed it with some stuff, give it some love. That's what your database is. And then it grows and you reap the benefit. And that's what we want to do here. And if you get the first two over on the left-hand side down pat, these other three will come with ease. What tends to happen is the opposite way around, guys, is you guys all concentrate on your takings, your staff, and your profit, and the other two get lost. These two are the easiest ones that you can control. You really can. Yeah, Tracy, you're in the war zone with your VAT. Cool. I got a question for you over there. Like we have to do that. You guys have to do that. That's the way it is. But if I said to you, Tracy, how many, it's actually, I'm going to go, Tracy, I'm going to pick on you. Sorry, Tracy, let's do it. Tracy, how many staff do you need to get out of the war zone? Come on, answer me. That'd be great. Do you need one more staff member? Because I think your nails, so if your nails through there and the UK or Scotland, you should have, what would happen? One staff member would give you, let me see, they should make you probably 300, 400 a week. Is that right? No problem. Good on you. Okay. So how many, you tell me, I fully get one nail tech, fully busy. How much money will she take for you? Okay, 3. Okay, you need 3. So the good thing is about this, Tracy, which is awesome, personal coaching with you this morning, is Tracy, you need 3 nail techs to jump up out the war zone, right? So that's going to take you over the 250,000 turnover, which we're hopefully going to do. The thing is now, what's stopping you finding these 3 people and literally working on these 3 people to get them fully booked? It might take you a year, but a year you'll be after the war zone. Yeah, about 5. Okay, cool. So what happens is that most people think 3 is too big. I can't find 3 people. No one can find 3 people. I'm telling you now that 40% of people are moving around in the nail world, in the hair world, and everything else. Where are they going? They're going somewhere. I ask you, Tracy, why should I come to you? When I came over to Australia here, I sold my salon. I wanted to work in a salon over here. I got the yellow pages out. I drove around the place. I was choosing this place I was going to work. That's what people do now. I mean, 15 years on later, people now Google you. They sit at home and go, nah, not going to Tracy's. Why is that? Don't like a logo. I've seen a bad review. Oh, she sounds nasty. Like, that's what they do. You can't find people. I have made all that up, by the way, Tracy. I don't know what you're like, truthfully, but that is the way it is. So the thing is, you've got to ask yourself, why should someone come to me? So let me give you an example, Tracy, what we talk about a core story. Okay, you don't have space for them. Then you're always going to be in the war zone and fighting that man because you're not big enough. So, hey, now we need to know how many nail techs do we need to grow bigger? Sorry, Tracy, I'm having a go and I don't mean to be. Let's have a look up. 1 second, guys, 1 second. Melissa, you just jumped in before I get to say it. Do you know what the world's coming to, by the way, guys? Everyone wants to work 4 days a week, 10 hours a day. That's the way it's going to be going. Your staff want a 3-day weekend. So you might have to adapt with that and go, you know what? Tuesday, 9 till 9. Wednesday, 9 till 9. Thursday, 9 till 9. Friday, 9 till 9. Have double shifts. There's things we can do here. But the good thing, Tracy, I love more than anything is it's not a problem. It's just a solution to the problem. And now you know the solution is that, I might need to get a new premises. I might need to get somewhere bigger. I might need to put double shifts on. What does it take to actually get that movement going? And that's the key here, guys, is that, if I said to you, Tracy, I give you 100 clients a week, most people would go, oh, I wouldn't know what to do with them. I haven't got the staff, I haven't got the training, I haven't got the tables, I haven't got the space. It's true. We just had to have that feeling. But that's the real world. Sorry, guys, I'm doing 2 things. Yeah, do you know, Tracy, that is so true. So true. Your staff got it comfy. They're really happy. You might have to start with A shift and B shift and okay, that's an A shift. You carry on the same. Let's do a B shift and put a few hours on the top, bang them up through there. Or do the old, who would like to have an extra £5 an hour by working 4 days long hours? I don't know. Some people might, some people not. That's your job that you need to do, Tracy, is figure that out, or get new fresh staff that'll work weekends or whatever. Get systems into place to get that to happen. The good thing is here, though, Tracy, that we know the solution, that we know the problem, and the solution is just a matter of doing it. Because there's nothing worse than being in the war zone. Because if I was over the UK and I was doing 120, I reckon I'd decrease or I'd jump up. I wouldn't sit at 120. I'd have to do something. Yeah, it's really. We play a game. I might show you one here. We played a game. It was very similar to like this that we used to give our staff every year. And it would just give them a circle with a cross on it. And we'd say, write 4 dreams down here, guys, what you want. And someone might say, I might want a car. I might want a house. I might want a boat in Australia here, guys. And the other one could quite easily be, let's say, that's a usual one that you get to see a lot. I want to get married. Okay, so we'll get to write 4 things down of their dream that they want to happen, hopefully in a year or whatever the time zone is. And then we turn around to one of them and go, right, pick one, just any one you want. And let's say they're going to go, I'm getting married this year. That's what I'm going to do. So what I would do quite simply would be, I would say, how much is it going to cost you to get married? And they'll come up with, let's be universal here. Let's say about £10,000. And it's an average wedding, hey. Not too much. My job then is to break down how they can earn that squirreled away money of 10,000. So I might work out that, hey, if you do X amount of clients per week, you'll get a bonus of X amount per week. It means that over 3 or 4 weeks or a year or whatever it's going to take to get that goal, then you'll get that 10,000. They have to be able to see it. See, we're up here, guys, right? Because we're pretty big what we do. As a salon owner, we're big picture stuff, right? So that's us. We get all that. But you see, your staff are here. They're in the small picture. They don't see the big picture like you. They're stuck down below in the small bit. So what you need to do is break down this 10,000, the wedding. You need to break that down into a small, biteable. Hey, you know what? If you did 1 set of nails extra a week, you'd have that money. That's how they work it. So yeah, I think that Tracy, it's like finding out what their aspirations and their dreams are. Your team. Sit down and have a big meeting and say, look, hey guys, what do you want? In a year's time, how much money do you want to be on? What hours do you want to work? and then let them set their agenda, and then you can go away and go, you know what, I've just crunched a few numbers, guys, and if you do A, B, and C, A, it'll help me grow the business, but also it's going to help you grow your dream. Because that's the thing here, guys, is don't forget we have the big dream and the small dream. And if you really want to be able to get things done, it's getting your dream and your staff's dreams together is where the money is. It really is. That is the key here, guys, is where the money is. So, yeah, Tracy, it's a tough situation. I remember when it was in the UK, I put all my staff on monthly pay. Think about that. Trying to put people on monthly pay, they just go bonkers. But it worked out really well because I sort of made it easy for them, the fact that I only did 12 wages a year, which was awesome. I gave a bit of a bonus for going on that. They all jumped on, then they did. Rich for 2 weeks, poor for 2 weeks. But you know what? Most people are poor for every week. So at least they had two weeks of feeling like a queen and a king. So yeah, for me, guys, yeah, it's working out the left-hand side through here, working out how to attract new clients to your salon is the key. It's the start. It's the start. If you're turning away people, Tracy, over and over and over and over and over again, you know you can master that. It's very, very easy when you get to that stage, when you've got abundance of clients, to start taking on staff, to start training them, and then close them leaking salon up and actually work out what's going on through there. That's the easiest way. It really is. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just making sure we've got all your comments on here, which we have. Beautiful, guys. I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm just going to make sure I refresh my Facebook. And then any questions you've got for me now, it'll be good. First of all, we know you guys are in my group. You know exactly how to attract clients. There's a bit of work. Who said it's going to be easy? And besides, one big question I got for you guys. I just want to make sure, Tracy, I can see you through here. I seem to have lost the comment through there. Someone might need to talk to me so I can actually see it. See if I can blow myself up through here. Cool. Let's get some spaces. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, cool. Beautiful. I think I'm in here. I'm not too sure. No problem. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're all here. Beautiful. Got the things. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk about here with the joys. Right. So, give me a second. I'll tell you something good about this. Especially you, Trace. Let me just. There you go. Yeah. Okay, guys, here's the secret. If it's really difficult for you, it's really difficult for everybody else. How good is that? See, that's the key here, guys. Like, if you learn how to do this, everyone else is still scratching their head thinking, how are they doing that? That's what makes it so good. Like, Tracy, your little problem you've got, that's a good problem. You think about it, because if you overcome that, you've overcome everybody else that has that problem. Think about it. How can you do something today, Tracy, to make this happen? How can you chip away to try and think, how do I get closer to that dream? That's the key here, Tracy. How are you going to figure that out? Like, I know you can't get original staff to do that. Yep, which is pretty good. Let's go up here. Yeah, but the good thing is, it's when you master it, it sets you apart from anybody else. You see, everyone I speak to is whinging about, oh, I can't find staff. Yeah, you know what? Work on it. Think how you would attract staff. What would make you go and work somewhere? Would it be the money? Would it be the hours? Would it be the clientele that goes in? Would it be the bonuses that you're going to get? Would it be the fact that you can travel the world if they let you do fashion shows? What would make you go there? And that's what you've got to think about, how to attract staff. Because there's people out there that are really good and they're looking for good places. They don't want to go and work at average anymore. And you guys, you do all this stuff. And I know small salons, by the way, I know small salons that are killing it. I mean, making huge profit. I'm gobsmacked how much money they pay themselves. And you'd look at them and just think they're average. And then I've got big salons that are actually killing it, as in they're doing massive take-ins and they're not paying themselves any money because they're just losing money. No one knows what's going on inside your doors, guys. Don't think they do. Beautiful. Most think they do because they actually don't have a clue. So the key here is, why don't you jump ahead of everyone else? I used to do running at one time, and this guy, Steve, that was a fireman, and he says to me, do you know what I do when I run? And this is what I'm saying here, guys. So try and think about this, that when he passes somebody, he used to run like a competitive level. I didn't run a competitive level. But when he used to run, when he passed somebody, he sprinted, even though he was only halfway through the race, because when he sprinted past this person thought, oh, I'm never going to catch him. And he gives up. In the head, he's already given up. Because this guy said, oh, look how much energy he's got. And then Steve then goes back to his routine again. And then when he passes somebody else again, he sprints past that person and get back to his routine. It's just really put pressure on the other person to go, I'm here, I've got so much energy, you're not going to catch me. And they physically give up so they don't keep running together, right? Now, that's what I'm saying to you guys with your salons there. Don't just plod along and go, oh, yeah, I might get a new staff member. Oh, yeah, get your new staff member, fill your new staff member up, get a new staff member, and fill your new staff member up. And everyone else in town's going, how come Tracy's got 25 nail techs there, all busy? They're going to scratch their heads thinking, oh, she's obviously the best in town. I'm not even going to try and attack her with her prices. I might have to go cheaper to get people in. Think about it, guys. That's how you do that, you know? Jump ahead. So Tracy, back to the original conversation we had. Tracy, you're getting good stuff here. Tracy, right back to the conversation. You said to me, Warzone because of the VAT. You know what it is. What takes you to get out of it? 3 staff, not a problem. I got to find them. Problem number 1. Train them. Problem number 2. Find clients for them. Problem number 3. Stop losing clients, which means you'll get them full quicker. Problem number 4. And you don't have enough room, which means you've got to either put a double shift on or get new premises. 6 things here that are going to get you out of the war zone. It might take you 2 years, but in 2 years' time, if you do nothing, you're going to be where you are now, except I guarantee if you are where you are now in 2 years' time, and anyone who's an old school person like me, who's over 30, anyone who's an old school person like me knows that if you don't grow your business 2 years later, you're going to be burnt out. You're going to have enough. You're going to go, I'm sick of running on this treadmill. The Groundhog Day of salon owners is actually finally got to me, and I'm actually going to walk. That is the key here, is that you've got to stop yourself burning out. And to stop yourself burning out is when it becomes easy. Like I think someone said when we talked about the war zone, someone nicknamed it the pleasure zone instead of the lifestyle zone, the pleasure zone. You've got to get yourself into that pleasure zone. If you don't get over there and go, hey, I can run my business 2 days a week. I still pay myself £1,000 a week. And when I do that, all my staff are happy, all my clients are happy, and I'm growing. I'm now looking for bigger premises again. Then you're pumped and you're passionate and you're motivated and off you go. But if you're there treadmilling going, oh, I've got to pay the VAT bill again, that £20,000 I've given the VAT bill this year, as well as me tax, and you know I've got to show for it? Nothing. Again, that's when that really starts chipping away at your armor, and when you really start feeling like this isn't actually worth all the grief. That's the key here. I had a conversation this week with someone, only this week, when I went, do you know what? Look what you've got. Take a look what you've got. Because these crappy apprentices, these work that drive you down, when you've made money from that and you can live a really cruisy life by the ocean, do you know what? It's worth all the rubbish. But if you haven't got that, it's not worth the rubbish. And that's when it starts getting burnt out. And 9 out of 10 times, guys, on the left-hand side here, attracting clients and stop losing them comes down to your passion. It's what you're passionate about. They come to you because you're passionate. They stay because you're passionate for your team, not just you. Because your passion drives the team. Your passion drives the salon. And when that starts declining, do you know what happens? The salon starts declining too. It's as simple as that. Hey guys, I think my Facebook page is not loading. I don't know if anyone's talking to me or not talking to me, but there you go. That is any questions you can dive in before I get out of here. But truthfully, guys, it all comes down to 2 things, really. You have to drive the salon, and you have to know where you're going, your big dream stuff, hey. And you've got to help your staff with their dreams. So if you can get your dream and they can get their dream, do you know what? Staff stay around. Years and years ago, we used to be scared to leave our boss, but now we're not. There's plenty of jobs out there, we know that. Years ago, we used to just give us more money and we'll stay. It's not about money. It's really the truth here, guys. It's about your dream, and people want to belong. They want to belong to something bigger than you. They want to belong to your salon. They want to sit there and go, I work at Richard's salon. I work at Tracy's nail salon. That's the key here, guys. That's what people want. You've got to learn how to attract clients so you keep yourself busy. You've got to learn to stop losing clients to keep your staff busy. And you know what? Them 2 elements keeps your staff happy. And happy staff means that if they stay around for long enough and clients love them, you then get good take-ins and good profit. It all flows. It's just a nice flowing system through here. The problem is, as an owner, we have 25 plates that we're spinning and 35 balls that we're doing, and we forget what's really important. And it really comes down to attracting clients, keeping clients, and keeping your staff happy. So there's a few things here. It's not just about money. It's about the whole package. Hey guys, I'm going to head off. I think we're done. I'm not sure whether My comments have been lost on Facebook. I'm not too sure. So I'll have one more blast. And if you guys have nothing to say, I'm out of here. Simple as that. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I've got you, Tracy. You're just on there, and that's it. So I'm going to get out of here. Quite simple. Otherwise, I'm just waffling and wasting your time. It's time to get out of there. So today, guys, when you're at work, what should you do? Action point 1. Tracy, your action point. How do I fix that problem? You now know what the problem is. Let's fix the solution. Let's find it. Let's do it. But you guys, think about your salon. If you look at your team, I mean, we say 80% busy just as a figure, but really, you know, guys, if your team are busy or not. And they're not going to be busy every day of the week. You know, Tuesday might be quiet and Saturday might be pumped. But in general, as the week goes on, you got to ask yourself, am I busy? Have I got enough staff? Have I got enough clients for my staff? And if you have, where's that comfy zone, that stop zone? I waffled on and gone off target an awful lot through there. Hey, yeah, I think we've been through the whole caboodle, all around the circles, back round again. Time to get out of here. Otherwise, it's just going to waffle on for another half an hour. Half an hour, guys. Give it some love. If you love what I said,